Well, welcome back. And in this episode of Vikram Vetala story titled Atma Kendrita Nirnayah. Nirnayah means decision. Kendrita means centered. Atma means self. Atma Kendrita Nirnayah. Self-centered decision. That is the literal meaning of this title. 3 words are there. Let us read the story and understand. Kathashravanam api kaschana abhyasaha eva. Kathashravanam, listening to a story. Api, also kaschana abhyasaha eva. It is a type of practice. Kathashravanataha jivanamargaha parishkritaha syat. Iti chintayan. Kathashravanataha, from listening to story, Jivana margaha, the path of our life, parishkritaha syat. It shall get parishkritaha means modified. It shall get a turning point. So thinking so, by listening to some stories, our life gets changed. Like that, chintayan, thinking, iva, like that. Trivikramaha punarapi vrikshasya samipam gatavan. So the king Trivikrama, again he went near the tree. Vriksham aruhya shakhayam lambamanam shamam skandhe aropya adaha agatavan. And he came down loading that dead body on his shoulder. Anantaram, then saha kaha Trivikramaha Yathapurvam maunam smashana abhimukam prasthitavancha. And silently, as before, he started towards that burial ground. Tada shavantargataha vedalaha avadat. The Vetala of the dead body started telling, Hey Rajan, O king, nidram sukham santosham cha vihaya. Leaving all these 3, nidra, sleep, sukham, the comfort, santosham, the happy mindset, cha vihaya, leaving all these 3, bhavane yat karyam karoti, the work which you are doing, tat drishtva, having seen that, aham chintayami, I think so, yat, that, bhavane mahataha phalasya praptyartham, to get a very great result, prayatnam kuruvanasti iti, you are doing some efforts. Kintu mama sandehaha yat bhavataha ye upakaram praptavantaha te kritaknatam prakatayeyuhu uta kritagnatam. But kintu mama sandehaha, my doubt is yat that bhavataha ye upaharam praptavantaha, from you who got some favor, upakaram, a help or favor, they, those people, kritaknatam prakatayeyuhu, whether they shall show the regard for the help, uta, or kritagnata. Kritagnata means they don't bother about that, or they don't remember the help or the favor you extended. Upakaram ye prapnuvanti, te sarve kritaknatam yeva prakatayanti iti na. Upakaram ye prapnuvanti, those who get favor or help from others, te sarve, all such people, kritaknatam yeva prakatayanti iti na. It's not that all such people show regard for the person who did help or favor. Atra nirmalayah katha eva udaharanam. So here, in this context, atra means in this context, Nirmalayah katha, the story of Nirmala is udaharanam, is an example. Aham tam katham vistarena shravayami. I tell the story in detail. Shraddhaya shrunot tavat iti. And you listen with care. Like that, he told. Who? The Vetalaha. Anantaram Vetalena katha arabdha. And then by the Vetala, the story was started. Purvam Girijapure Madhavaha nama Ajapalaha asit. Purvam, earlier, Girijapure, in the Girijapura, Madhavaha Nama, in the name of Madhava, Ajapalaha. Ajapalaha means that one who takes care of cattle. Aja means goat. So like a shepherd. अजपालनेन एव जीवननिर्वहनं स्यात् इति परिस्थितिः तु नास्ति तस्य. But he was not under compulsion. Paristitihi here, you can take it as there was no need, or the situations were not like that. That ajapalanena eva jivana nirvahanam syat. The managing of life shall be only with that shepherd job. Like that, paristitihi tu nasti tasya. Of him there was no necessity or the need or the situation. Yataha paraspara prapta alpa sampattihi, parampara prapta alpa sampattihi tasya asit. Yataha, because parampara prapta, the heredity property, the property he got from his forefathers, alpa sampattihi, a little bit of assets, tasya asit, it was there. Tathapi saha ajapalanam tu na parityaktavan asti. Even then he didn't leave the job of shepherd. Madhavaha akarena sundaraha. And Madhava is very handsome by look. Tasya kantaswaraha api uttamaha. And his dhvani, kantaswaraha, means his voice is also very good. Tasya grihe anyaha kopi nasti rite matuhu. Kasya grihe Madhavasya grihe. In the house of Madhava, anyaha kopi nasti. Nobody else were there. Rite matuhu, except mother. Madhavaha pratidinam ratro bhojanam samapya grihasya prishtataha mancham prasarya sukhena shayanaha gitani gayati. Madhavaha, that person, shepherd, pratidinam, every day, ratro bhojanam samapya, having completed dinner, grihasya prishtataha mancham prasarya, in the backyard of the house, spreading the bed, sukhena shayanaha, happily, comfortably sleeping, gitani gayati. He sings many songs. Yetena mahantam anantam anubhavatischa. And by this he get great pleasure. Kintu atra kaschana vignaha api drishyate sma. But while singing, there is some difficulties or obstruction is also seen. Sacha vignaha prativeshinyaha nirmalataha. And that obstruction, vignaha, is vignaha. Vignaha is from the prativeshinyaha nirmalataha, the neighbor, from the neighbor Nirmala. So the obstruction for his songs is from the neighbor Nirmala. Madhavasya grihasya parshve eva Gopinathasya griham asti. Near to Madhava's house only, Gopinatha's house is also there. Gopinatha dhanikaha. And the Gopinatha is a rich person. Tasya patni putrim prasuya pranan tyaktavati asid. Tasya patni, kasya Gopinathasya patni, the wife of that rich person Gopinatha, putrim prasuya, after delivering daughter, pranan tyaktavati asit. She expired. Sa putri eva Nirmala. And that rich person's daughter is only Nirmala. Nirmala janmana eva panguhu. And this Nirmala, by birth, she is lame person. Patnyaha maranasya anantaram alpe eva kale Gopinatha anyam parinitavan asit. Patnyaha maranasya anantaram. After the death of his wife, Gopinatha alpayeva kale, in a very short time, anyam parinitavan asit. He married some other woman. Sa vimata nirmalayah vishaye alpamapi pritim na pradarshayati sma. And that second wife, Vimata, the stepmother, Nirmalayaha Vishaye. So in the dealing with Nirmala, Alpamapi Pritim, even a little bit of love and affection, na pradarshayati sma. She was not showing. Grihakaryani sarvani nirmalaya eva karaniyani bhavanti sma. All the household works have to be done by Nirmala only. Yadyapi Nirmala panguhu tathapi sa sarvani karyani samyak eva karoti sma. Even though Nirmala was lame, but she did all work very well. Balye kadachit pakakarye udyukta Nirmala ajagarukata vashat agnehe upari patita. Balye, in the young age, kadachit, once, pakakarye udyukta Nirmala. The Nirmala who attempted, udyukta means interested, attempted to do the pakakarya, means the cooking job. Ajagarukata vashat. Jagarukata means care. Ajagarukata means careless. Vasha means under that control. Under the control of carelessness. Means because of carelessness, agnehe upari patita. She fallen on the fire. Ataha tasyaha shariram dagdham. So her body was burnt. Mukhantu sarvatha vikritam jatam. And her face totally got changed. Vikritam. Vikritam means changed. Means avalakshana. A burnt face, how it will look like. So it became like that. Nirmala janmana eva panguhu. And we know that Nirmala is by birth lame. Rupamapi samanyam. And her outlook also is normal. Idanim mukhe api vikaraha. And now the face also got damaged. Ataha yaha tam pashyati. So whomsoever looks her, saha jhatiti jukupsam prapnoti sma. So immediately whoever looks at her, they feel disgusting feeling because she is not looking beautiful. Nirmala adinam karyani kritva shranta sati ratro vilambena goshtasya parshve manchasya upari shayanam karoti. Nirmala, this little girl, adinam karyani kritva, for the entire day. Adinam means entire day. Karyani kritva, having done the works. Shranta sati, being tired. Ratro vilambena goshtasya parshve. In the night, very lately, vilambena, goshtasya parshve, near the room, manchasya upari, on top of the bed, shayanam karoti, she sleeps. Swasya durgatim smaranti, sa pratidinam mandena shabdena rodanam karoti. And feeling about her bad situation, every day she weeps also silently. Mandena means in a very silent way. Tasyaha rodana shabdaha anati dure eva suptva gayataha madhavasya avadhanasya bhangam karoti sma. Tasyaha rodana shabdaha, the weeping sound of that Nirmala, anatidure eva suptva, not far away. Dura means far away. Atidura means very far away. Anatidura means not very far away because they are all neighbor. Suptva gayataha madhavasya avadhanasya means attention. So the attention of that Madhava who is sleeping and singing, bhangam karoti sma. Which is doing that Nirmalayaha rodana shabdaha bhangam karoti sma. The weeping sound of Nirmala is disturbing that songs of Madhava. Tada santoshena gatum ashaktaha saha ganam sthagayati sma. Then unable to sing very happily, he just stops that singing. Evameva dinani gatani. Like that many days passed by. Madhavaha nirmalayaha duravastham drishtva khedam anubhavati. And this Madhava, looking at the condition of this Nirmala, he feels very sad. Kintu tasyaha duravasthayaha nivaranartham. But to rectify, to remedy the bad situation of Nirmala, saha kimapi kartumapi na shaknoti. He is unable to do anything. Tasyaha rodanam ekantata bhangam karoti ityataha saha tat sodhumapi na shaknoti. Tasyaha rodanam, Kamalayaha rodanam, Nirmalayaha rodanam, the weeping of Nirmala, ekantata bhangam karoti ityataha. Ekantata means that loneliness. Ekanta means one who is feeling happy with his own. That is ekanta. Ekantata bhangam karoti ityataha. Because it is disturbing that lonely mindset or the pleasure of this Madhava. Sahatat sodhum api na shaknoti. So he is unable to tolerate that also. Evam vichitra sthitihi Madhavasya. So like this, the condition of Madhava is he feels bad for the Nirmala's position, but at the same time he is unable to do anything. And at the same time, his lonely pleasure he would like to have in the night, that is also disturbed. Kadachit Madhavaha ajane charayan aranye bahuduram gatavan. Once this Madhava grazing that cattles, ajane charayan means grazing that cattles, aranye bahuduram gatavan. He went far away in the forest. Kasyachit parvatasya samipe ajane charanartham parityajya vrikshasya adaha upavishtavan. Kasyachit parvatasya samipe, nearby some mountain, ajane charanartham parityajya, leaving the goats for grazing, vrikshasya adaha upavishtavan. He sat under a tree. Sacha pradeshaha ativa ramaniyaha asit. And that place was very ramaniyaha. Ramaniyaha means very beautiful or very pleasant. Tatratyam ramaniyatam drishtavati madhave. In the Madhava's mind, who seen that very pleasant environment, ananda tarangaha utpannaha. So in his mind, that happy movements or the happy feeling, taranga means waves. So a wave of happy feeling, utpannaha, it produced in his mind. Saha bhava paravashaha sanne gatum udyuktaha. Bhava paravashaha. So under the control of this bhava, emotion, vasha means in control. Paravasha means under the control of somebody. Atma vasha means under the control of one's own self. There is a sukti in Sanskrit. Sarvam paravasham dukkam. Everything which is in the control of others is sadness only. Sarvam atmavasham sukham. Everything in the control of you is happiness. So this Madhavaha bhava paravashaha sanne, being under the control of the emotion which is of happy in nature, created by this environment, gatum udyuktaha. He was about to start singing. Netre nimilya madhurena swarena gayati saha. And closing his eyes, in a very sweet voice, he started singing. Sudirghakalam yavat evam gitavan saha. And for a long time, dirghakalam, for a very long time. Like that he sang. Yada Madhavaha netre unmilitavan tada tasya purataha kaschana sannyasi upavishtaha asit. When Madhava opened his eyes, in front of him some sannyasi, some saint was seated. Munim drishtva jhatiti utthaya bhaktya namaskritavan Madhavaha. Looking at that saint, immediately he got up and with devotion he respected him. he saluted him. Munihi Madhavam Ashisha Anugrihya Mandahasa Purvakam Uktavan. And the saint Madhavam Ashisha Anugrihya, blessing the Madhava, Mandahasa Purvakam Uktavan. In a very smiling way, he told, He Vatsa, O son, Kebhyashchit Dinebhyaha Mama Manasaha Shandihina Asit. From some days, my mind was not feeling quiet. Bhavataha ganasya shravanat maya manashantihi anandaha cha labdaha. By listening to your songs, I got mental peace and happiness. Bhavata nitaram upakritaha asmi. By you, I am very much helped. Bhavataha manasi kapi apeksha asti chet vadatu. In your mind, if you have some expectation or wish, you tell, Tam purayishyami, I will fulfill that. Like that, the saint told. Tada madavaha dirgham nishvasya. Nishvasya means by giving a very lengthy breath. Nishvasya uktavan. So, like that, in a very long breath, he told, Hey Shriman, O Swami, kasyachidabi vastunaha praptau mama ichha nasti. I don't have any desire to get any type of items or object. Aham adinam parishramam tu karomi eva. And I do the entire day strain or efforts. Parishramam means physical work. Ratrau shayane upavishya atripti gatavyam iti mama ichha. And in the night, in the bed, I want atripti, means to total of my satisfaction. Gatavyam iti mama ichha. My desire is to sing as much as I want to my satisfaction in the night. Kintu yesha apeksha api Yeshu dineshu apurita eva tishtati iti. But this desire also in these days, it is not fulfilled. Apurita, incomplete. This desire is unfulfilled. Yetat shrutva munihi ascharyena prishtavan. And listening to this, the saint asked wonderingly, Kimartham evam bhavati? Why it happens so like that? Tada Madhavaha Nirmalayaha Vishayam Vistarena Nivedya. Then Madhava, explaining the Nirmala's matters in a very detailed way. Tasyaha Sagadgadam. Gadgadam means trembling. Sagadgadam means with that trembling Rodanam. The crying of that trembling of this Nirmala, Shrotumeva na shaknomi. I am unable to hear that cry. Kintu anivaryataya pratidinam tat shrotavyam eva bhavati. But anivaryataya, without any option, without any go, I had to listen to those crying. Yetasya pariharaha katham ityeva na jnayate maya. Iti uktava. I don't know how to rectify this problem like that. By me it is not known. Maya na jnayate. Like that. Munihi kshanakalasya maunasya anantaram madhavam prishtavan. And the saint, after some time, kshanakalasya maunasya anantaram. So keeping silent for some time, madhavam prishtavan. He asked Madhava, Hey Madhava, Kanichana dinani yavat sa mama ashrame yatha tishthet tatha kartum shakniyatva bhavane iti. So he asked Madhava, Hey Madhava, can you make her to stay in my ashrama for some days? Like that. Tena kim prayojanam siddhet iti ascharyena prishtavan Madhavaha. What shall be the benefit of that, like that? Or what shall be achieved? Prayojanam means the purpose. What purpose shall be achieved? Siddhyet means achieved. By that, like that, wonderingly he asked, Tat sarvam kalantare jnayate. All that you will understand After some time, mama ashrame tasyaah sthapanat upakaraha eva siddhyati, natu apakaraha. So placing her in my ashrama, it shall be of helping nature only. Upakaraha eva siddhyati. It shall be of help only, natu apakaraha. And it is not a disturbance. Apakaraha. Upakara means to help. Apakara means the opposite of helping. Yetam amsham nirmalayah mata pitarau vadatu. And you tell this vishaya, amsham means this point. You tell to Nirmala's mata pitarau, the parents. Tayohu angikaraha asti chet. And if their parents' permission is there, then tam mama ashramam prapayatu. Then you send or you make her reach my ashrama. Means you bring her to my ashrama. Itaha anatidure vriksha samuhaha drishyate khalu. From here, nearby you can see some vriksha samuhaha. Means collection of so many trees. Tatra asti mama ashramaha. My ashrama is there. Iti uktva tataha nirgatavan saha munihi. Saying so, the Muni went away from there. Madhavaha aranyataha pratyagatya gopinathasya griham gatavan. And Madhava, having come back from the forest, he went to the Gopinatha's house. Aranye jatam muneha melanam muneha ashayam cha vistarena nivedya. And whatever happened, aranye jatam, whatever happened in the forest, muneha melanam. And the meeting with the saint, muneha ashayam. And the desire of the Muni, vistarena nivedya, telling everything or submitting everything in detailed way. Munehe ashramam prati nirmalayaha preshana vishaye kim vadati bhavan iti prishtavan. What you say about sending this Nirmala to the Munish ashramam? Tatsamaye nirmalayaha vimata tatraiva asit. At that time, the Nirmala's stepmother was there only. Madhavena Buktam Sarvam Shrutavati Asit Sa. She was listening to all that was said by Madhava. Yetena vyajena va yesha kurupini grihatu yadi nirgachet tarihi varam syat iti alochya sa nirmalam ahuya aye sasya vastrani svikritya yetena madhavena pradarshyamanasya munehe ashramam gacchatu. Munisevaya kadachit hitam siddhet iti ajñasvarena uktavati. So the stepmother, what she told, yetena vyajena va, at least by in this context, yesha kurupini grihat yadi nirgachet. If this ugly looking, if she gets away, or nirgachet means get away from this house, tarhi then varam syat, it shall be better. Iti alochya, thinking so, sa nirmalam ahuya, ka vimata, nirmalam ahuya, calling Nirmala, aye, hey you, swasya vastrani svikritya, taking your clothes, yetena madhavena pradarshyamanasya munehe ashramam gacchatu. You go to the ashrama of the Muni, which is shown by this Madhava. Muni Seveya, by serving the Rishi, kadachit, sometimes, hitam siddhet, you shall get some hita, welfare, by serving the saint. Iti ajñasvarena muktavati. In a ordering way, she told. Vimatuhu adesham shirasa vahanti nirmala anantara dine madhavam anusritavati. And taking that order, shirasa vahanti means following the order with respect. Nirmala on the next day, madhavam anusritavati. She followed Madhava. Tau munehe ashramam praptavantav. Kau, Madhava and Nirmala. Both of them, they reached the Rishi's ashrama. Namaskritavatim nirmalam pritya amrishya uktavan munihi. And the Muni who with affection, the Nirmala who is saluting him told, Hevatse, O daughter, Bhavatim Putrimiva Pashyami. I look at you like my daughter. Kanichana dinani bhavati mama ashrame sthasyati va iti. Shall you stay or will you stay here for some days? Like that he asked. Munehe pritya vatsalya yuktena vyavaharena cha vashikrita abhavat Nirmala. And the Nirmala was attracted by the affection and the parental affection. Vatsalya yuktena vyavaharena. By the conduct of that parental attitude, she was attracted. Sa angikara purvakam shiraha chalitavati. And that Nirmala, in a accepting way, she just nodded her head. Dashadinanam anantaram bhavan agatya mam pashyatu. After 10 days, you come and see me. Iti madhavam muktavane munihi. Like that, the Muni told to Madhava. Munehe anugnyam prapya griham pratyagatavan Madhavaha. And taking the permission of Muni, the Madhava came back to home. Matuhu anarogyasya karanataha karyabharasya karanataha masasya anantaram munehe ashramam gatavan saha. Kaha Madhavaha, he went to Muni's ashrama after a month. But the Muni told him to come after 10 days because of Matuhu anarogyasya karanataha. Because of the reason of mother's unhealthy condition, karyabharasya karanataha. And because of his workload, masasya anantaram, after a month, ashramam gatavan saha Madhavaha. That Madhava went to Munehe ashrama. Idanim Munehe ashramasya parshve eva tadapatraihi achannaha nutanaha kutiraha drishtaha Madhavena. Now he saw near the Muni's ashramam a hut. Tadapatra means a tree is that palm trees hatched roof. With that he saw a hut, a new nutana kutiraha. A new hut he saw. Tasya antaha dashadhikaha stri purushaha drishyante sma. And in the inside that hut, dasha adhikaha, more than 10 people, stri purushaha drishyante sma. The male and female were seen there. Teshu kechane venubihi kandola katadinam nirmanam kurvanti sma. Teshu, amongst those people, kechana, some people, venubihi. Venu means that bamboo. By bamboo, kandola katadinam nirmanam kurvanti sma. Kandola means basket. Kata means mat. Kandola katadinam, basket and mats, they were preparing by bamboo. Anye kechane panchalikadinam nirmanam kurvanti asan. Panchalika is a type of toy. So some other people were making toys. Kintu te sarve vikalangaha eva. But all those were handicapped. Vikala anga means one or the other way they are handicapped. Yetat sarvam ascharyena pashyan Madhavaha tatratyam ekam yuvakam prishtavan. Looking at all these things and with wonder, the Madhava asked one of the young person that Munivaryaha kutire astiva iti. Whether the rishi is there in the hut like that. Tada saha yuvakaha astadi sanketena suchitavan. Then that young person, using his hands, he suchitavan, he indicated at that aham mukkaha badhiraha cha. I am dumb and deaf. Ataha kinchit uchchaihi vadatu iti. So you tell somewhat loudly like that. Madhavaha purvatanam yeva prashnam uchchaswarena muktavan. And Madhava, he loudly asked the earlier question. Tada saha mukaha badhiraha yuvakaha kutirasya antaha gatva munim baghi anitavan. Then that young person went inside the hut and brought the Muni outside. Munim namaskritya ascharyena prishtavan Madhavaha. Saluting the Muni, the Madhava asked in some wondering way, Hey Shriman, O Swami, kimetat sarvam, what is all this? Bhavataha tapascharanam prachalati nanu. Your tapasya, the disciplined way of doing tapas, that is tapascharanam. Prachalati nanu, is it going on, Nirmala kushalini va iti. Whether Nirmala is very happy, comfortable, like that. Tada munihi mandahasam prakatayan. Then the rishi smilingly, bhavataha prashnanam uttarasya kathanat purvam maya anyat kinchit vaktavyam asti. Bhavataha prashnanam uttarasya kathanat purvam. Before answering the questions of answering your questions, maya, by me, anyat kinchit vaktavyam asti. Something else is to be told. Agachatu upavishava tavat. Come on, let us sit. Iti uktva samipasthayaha vishalayaha upari, samipasthayaha shilayaha upari upavishtavan. He sat on a nearby big rock piece. Madhavaha api shilayaha upari upavishtavan. Madhava also sat on that rock piece. Tada munihi evam uktavan. Then the Muni told like this, Mama name Jivanandaha iti. My name is Jivanandaha. Maya api balye nirmalaya iva vimatuhu pida mahati anubhuta. By me also, in my young age, like Nirmala, Nirmalaya iva, like Nirmala, vimatuhu pida. The trouble from that stepmother, mahati anubhuta, I experienced very much. Kadachit mama vimata taptaya shalakaya mama shariram tatra dagdhavati. Kadachit, sometimes mama vimata, my stepmother, taptaya shalakaya, means hot iron rod. By that hot iron rod, mama shariram tatra dagdhavati. She burnt my body here and there. Vimatuhu yetadrishim pidam sodhum ashaknuvan aham anantara dine eva grihat nirgatya sarvatra atan yetat aranyam praptavan. Vimatuhu yetadrishim pidam sodhum ashaknuvan. From the stepmothers, this type of troubles, unable to tolerate, aham anantara dine eva. Me on the very next day, grihat nirgatya, having gone out of the house, sarvatra atan, wandering everywhere, yetat aranyam praptavan. I reached this forest. Tada asmin kutire paramanandaha nama munihi tapaha acharan asit. Then in this hut, Paramananda, in the name of Paramananda, one rishi was doing tapas. Aham tam bhaktya namaskirtavan. And I respectfully saluted him. Munihi netre unmilya mam drishtva sharire drishyamananam vrananam karanam kimmiti prishtavan. And the rishi opened his eyes and asked me the reason for these burnt scars on my body. Tada aham mama itivrittam vistarena niveditavan. Then I, mama itivrittam, means my whole background story. Itivrittam means the entire biography. Vistarena niveditavan. In detail I told. Munihi bahihi gatva मूलानि पर्णानि च आनीय निष्पीड्य प्राप्तेन रसेन मम शरीरं लिप्तवान्. Munihi bahihi gatva. And the rishi, having went outside, मूलानि पर्णानि च आनीय, bringing some roots and leaves, nishpidya, crushing that, praptena rasena, and the essence got by crushing those leaves and roots. Mama shariram liptavan. He ointed my body. Alpe eva kale vrinani apagatani. And in short period, all the scars went away. Aham swasthaha jataha. I became healthy. Aham munehe sevam kurvanne atraiva sthitavan. And serving that rishi, I stayed here. Tataha vividhani shastrani adhitavan. And from him, I learnt various subjects. Aranye sthitanam aushadha sasyanam parichayam karayanne sahama vaidyashastra parinatam kritavan. So, that rishi, he having introduced all that medicinal plants in the forest, Mam Vaidyashastra Parinatam Kritavan. He made me expert or familiar with that medical treatment. Ante mam sannyasi dikshaya anugrihya yettam kutiram madadhinam kritva ihaloka vyaparam samapitavan. Ante, in the end, mam sannyasa dikshaya anugrihya, and favoring me by giving the sannyasi diksha. Sannyasi diksha means a vow or a oath taken to remain lifelong sannyasi. That is to be, see, the oath-taking ceremony is to be administered by somebody. Even in our political scenes, whenever Prime Minister or President, they are taking that chair, the oath is administered by somebody. Similarly, the oath which you are taking is called diksha, and which is administered by somebody is anugraha. So normally the person who gives or the administers is called the guru. Yatam kutiram mad adhinam kritva, and handing over this hut to me, ihaloka vyaparam samapitavan. He completed the transaction of this world. That is the literal translation. Iha loka vyaparam, this world transaction, samapitavan, completed, means he expired. Anantara kale atraiva nivasanne aham tapam acharan asam. And after that, staying here, I was following tapasya, that penance. Atrantre bhavataha ganam shrutam maya. And during that time, I heard your song. Tataha pramanandascha praptaha. And from that song, I got very, very happy feeling. Anantaram bhavane nirmalamatra parityajya gataha. And then you left Nirmala here and gone. Aham mama vaidyashastra jnana balat tasyaha mukhavikaram pangutam cha apanitavan asmi. And with the strength of my medical knowledge, tasyaha mukhavikaram, and her ugliness in the face, like we are doing cosmetic surgery nowadays, pangutam cha, and his lameness also, apanitavan, I removed it. Kadachit jalam anetum nadim gata nirmala murcham gatam tam muka badhiram yuvakam drishtavati. Kadachit, once, jalam anetum nadim gata nirmala, the Nirmala who went to river to bring water, murcham gatam tam muka badhiram yuvakam drishtavati. She saw one young boy. What type of young boy? You see, all are in Dutiya Vibhakti, and all are the adjective for that yuvaka. Muka badhiram tam murcham gatam. One who became unconscious. That unconscious, deaf and dumb young person she saw. Karunaya tam atra anitavati. And out of compassion she brought him here. Saha venukarye advitiyaha. And he is very good in doing this bamboo work, handicraft work. Venuna yat kimapi karyam kartum arhati saha. And he can do anything by this bamboo. अनन्तरदिनेषु अन्ये केचन विकलाङ्गाः अपि अत्र आगताः. And after some days like that, some other handicapped people also came there. Tesham nimittam anyaha kutiraha nirmitaha. And for their sake, another hut was established. Tesham vikalangatayaha nivaranartham prayatnam kurvanasmi. And I am making efforts to remove the handicappedness of all those people. Nirmala tu idanim purna rupena swastha. And Nirmala is now completely, she is very healthy. Itah param yatha ichcha tatha kartum arhati sa. Hereafter, she can do as she likes. Griham pratigantum api arhati, atraiva sthatum api arhati iti. She can go to her home or she can stay here. It's all her wish. Arhati means she is fit to do anything on her own. Tavata naditaha jalam aniya Nirmala tatra agatavati. And in the meantime, the Nirmala came from river taking water. Tasyaha rupam drishtva madavaha nitaram ascharya chakitaha. And looking at her beauty, Madhava became very much wonderstruck. Tasyaha mukhe apurva kantihi vilasati. And in her face, apurva kanti, unseen before shine, it was spread in her face. Angavaikalyasya vikara rupasya cha chaya api nasti sharire. And in her body, there is not even a trace of that ugliness and handicappedness. Tasyaha netre triptim shantim cha dyottayataha. Dyottayati means mixed with. It's showing up. Dyottaha means united with. In her netre, in her eyes, triptim shantim cha dyottayataha. The eyes are showing, or the eyes are united with this triptihi, satisfaction, and shantihi, peacefulness. Madhavam drishtva Nirmala jhatiti ghatam tatraiva sthapayitva kritaknyata purvakam namaskaram kritavati. And looking at Madhava in a very having high regard for him, because he brought her here, she saluted him. Asharyakaram etat sarvam drishtva kim vaktavyam ityevana jnatavan Madhavaha. Madhava doesn't know what to say by looking at all these wonderful things which happened. Saha kinchit kalam maunam tatraiva ase. And Madhava, for some time, he stood there silently. Anantaram muneha anugyam prapya maunam griham prati gatavan saha. And taking the permission of the rishi, he silently went to home. Tasmin dine ratrau Madhavasya netrayohu purataha Nirmalayaha eva chitram. On that day night, in front of Madhava's eyes, the figure, the picture of that Nirmala was seen again and again. Eva. Everywhere he saw, only her face was seen. Anantara dine prataha eva saha Jivanananda Munehi Samipam Gatva Niveditavan. Anantara dine, on the next day, prataha eva, in the morning time only, saha kaha Madhavaha Jivanananda Munehi Samipam Gatva. Having gone to this Jivanananda Rishi, Niveditavan, he submitted, Hey Shriman, O Swami, Aratri Maya Nirmalayaha Vishaye eva Sagambhiryam Chintanam Kritam. I very deeply thought over about Nirmala for the entire night by me. Maya, by me. It was done. Yadi sa griham pratipreshyeta tarhi taya punarapi tatra dasi sthanam prapyeta. Yadi sa griham pratipreshyeta. If she is sent back to house, tarhi, then taya, by her, kaya Nirmalaya, punarapi tatra dasi sthanam prapyeta. Again she shall get that servant place only. Angavaikalyadirahita taruni ajivanam aranye kutire nivaset iti chintanamapi anuchitam syat. Angavaikalyadi-rahita. Taruni, the young girl without any physical handicapness, ajivanam, entire life, aranye kutire nivaset iti chintanam. The thought that she shall live in the forest, in the hut for the entire life, api anuchitam syat. It shall also be improper. Ataha tam parinetum nishchitavan asmi. So I like or I decided to marry her. Bhavataha anumatihi yadi syat tarhi tam aham pariniya mama griham neshyami iti. If you have, if I have your permission, bhavataha anumatihi yati syat. If I have your permission, tarhi then tam aham pariniya. I marrying her. Mama griham neshyami. I will take her to my home. Tada jivanantaha anumatidanartham aham kaha. Then the Jivananda told anumatidanartham, to give permission. Aham kaha, who I am. Nirmala yadi angikaram pradarshayet. Tarhi evam bhavitum arhati. If Nirmala gives permission, then it is possible to do like that. Vivahaha mamapi santoshaye eva. And I am happy about that marriage of Nirmala. Iti vuktva kutirasya antaha gatavan. Saying so, he went inside the kutira. Nirmalaya saha vartalapam samapya bahihi agataha saha punaha vuktavan. Talking with the Nirmala, came out of the hut and told again, He Madhava, Nirmala bhavantam parinetum na ichchati. O Madhava, Nirmala doesn't like to marry you. Yetam vicharam sa vinayena bhavantam niveditavati asti. And this vichara means this thought. She vinayena means in a very humble way. Bhavantam niveditavati asti. She informed to you in a very humble and vinaya means in a decent way. Bhavata adya mukaha bhadirascha kaschana yuvakaha drishtaha khalu. Bhavata, by you, adya, today, mukaha bhadirascha, deaf and dumb, kaschana yuvakaha, some young man, drishtaha khalu, seen you know. By you, some young deaf and dumb person, the first person he talked to, you have seen, you know, tameva parineshyati sa iti. She will marry him only. Like that, the Rishi told. Anantaram putrena achadya anitam venum ekam madhavaya yachan. I'm sorry. Anantaram patrena achadya anitam venum ekam madhavaya yachan. Then patrena achadya anitam venum. A flute instrument covered by some leaf, ekam madhavaya yachan, giving one to Madhava. Saha yuvakaha nirmala cha. That young person and Nirmala, bhavate yetam venum pritya arpayataha. For you this flute is given out of affection. Yeshaha venuhu tena yuvakena swayam nirmitaha iti uktavan. This flute is made by that young person on his own. Nirashaha madhavaha prativachanam kimapi vaktum anichan. And that nirashaha means whose desire is declined. So in that mindset, Madhava, without telling anything, anichan, not wishing to tell anything, Venum Svikritya Maunam Tataha Pratigatavan. Taking that flute, silently he went away. Evam Katham Samapya. Like this, completing the story, Vetalaha Punaha Avadat. So the Vetala said again, He Rajan, O king, Nirmalayaha Vyavaharaha kim uchitaha asit? Is it proper on Nirmala to behave like that? Taya kritaghnata na pradarshita kim? By her, kritaghnata means the favor done by Madhava. It was not regarded by her. Is it not so? Baudha upakritavataha madhavasya parinayam kimartham nirakritavati sa. Why she rejected the marriage proposal of Madhava, who helped her? Mukam badhiram cha tam yuvakam kimartham parinitavati. And why she married that deaf and dumb person? Yetesham prashnanam uttarani jananapi. Yadi bhavan na vadet tarhi bhavataha shiraha sahasradha bhagnam bhavet iti. If you don't tell the answers of all these questions, even after knowing, then your head shall break into thousands of pieces. Like tada maunam sthatum ashaktaha trivikramaha evam muktavan. Then the Trivikrama, who is unable to stay silent, told like this. Nirmala kritagnatam pradarshitavati iti na bhavayami aham. I don't feel that she disregarded the help done by Madhava. Madhavaha sadapi swahitam kevalam chintayan asit. Madhava, always he was thinking about his own welfare. Swahitam, kevalam, only, matram. Here kevalam means matram. He was always thinking of his own welfare. Saha tam jivanandasya ashramam prapitavan yat tatra karanam swasya anandanubhavaha badhyamanaha asti ityeva. Natu nirmala vishayakaha anukampaha. He brought and left Nirmala in the ashrama because Ananda Anubhavaha of him, Swasya, of his own happy movement in the night. Every day he can't sing because her weeping sound was disturbing. Badhyamana, it was disturbing. Ityeva, the reason is this much only. Karanam asti ityeva. The reason is only this much. Natu nirmala vishayakaha anukampaha. It's not because of the compassion or care. Anukampa means a type of compassion, care, affection towards Nirmala. Evam swarthasya nimittam eva tena sa jivananandasya ashramam nita. So for his own sake only, by him she was brought to the ashrama of Jivanananda. Dashashu dineshu tena munehe ashramaha gandhavyaha asit. In 10 days by him, he had to go to the Rishis ashrama. Kintu yetasmin vishaye tasya sarvatha nirasaktihi. But in this matter, he didn't show any interest. Ataha eva masasya anantaram saha gatavan. Because of that only, he went after a month. Kintu yada Nirmala rupavati jata. But when Nirmala became beautiful, tada tasyaha vishaye yatasya vishesha asaktihi. And once she became beautiful in her condition or in her matters, that Madhava got special interest. Vishesha asaktihi. Yatadrisham swartha ekachintakam. Swarthaikachintakam means swartha ekachintakam madhavam vivekini nirmala parinetumna ishtavati chet atra kim ascharyam. Yatadrisham swarthaikachintakam. Swartha ekachintakam. Only one single desire of the self-motivation or the self-centered. Madhavam, that type of Madhava. Vivekini Nirmala, the Nirmala who is wise. Parinetum na ishtavati chet. If she doesn't like to marry him, atra kim asharyam. In this connected context, what is there to wonder? Kintu kritaknatam tu suchitavati eva. But she showed her or informed her kritaknyata, means the regard for him, by some indication. Ataha eva कृतज्ञता सूचकः वेणुः upayana rupena arpitaha taya. Because of that only, in that regarding way, she gave a memento like that flute instrument. विकलांगानां सेवा एव तस्याः जीवनलक्ष्यम् अभवत् इति तर्कयितुं शक्नुमः वयम्. So we can guess that her जीवनलक्ष्यं, the purpose of her life, she decided that to serve the Vikalanga, means the handicapped people, to serve them only is the purpose of my life. Like that, she decided. In this way, tarkayamaha vayam. We can guess. Sevaya chikitsaya cha tasya yuvakasya angavaikalyam nivarayitum shakyate iti tasyaha dridha vishvashaha asit iti bhati. Sevaya chikitsaya cha, by serving and by treatment, tasya yuvakasya, of that young person's angavaikalyam, the handicappedness, nivarayitum, to remove, shakyate iti, is possible like that, tasyaha dridha vishvasaha asit iti bhati. So I opine that she had strong belief. By serving and by treatment, the handicappedness of that young person can be removed. Ataha tam parinetum nishchitavati sa. So she decided to marry him. Evam samaja uddhara karye. Samajodhara karye. Samaja uddhara karya. Means in uplifting the social status or the society. Sa Atmanam niyojitavati. So she employed herself in uplifting the social work or uddhara karya. Uplifting the social, Samaja uddhara karya. Means the jobs connected with uplifting of the society. In that she employed herself. It's a nice way she took the decision. Evam vadata Trivikramena. By the Trivikrama who is telling like this, answer, breaking his silence. Mauna bhangaha kritaha asit. His silence was broken. Ataha shamantargataha vetalaha. The ghost inside the dead body, tataha adrishyaha bhutva. Having vanished from there, yathapurvam, as before, vrikshasya shakham avalambitavam. It just hanged on that tree again, tree branch again. It's a nice story. I liked this story, and this is how every one of us is to find jivana lakshyam. The jivana lakshyam, if we find, we spend our day very meaningfully, happily, contentedly, peacefully, quietly, like that. We need not become Rishi Muni. We need not become sannyasi. But if we find the Jivana Lakshan, like I took that Jivana Lakshan of spreading as much as Sanskrit knowledge I get through my own self-reading and engaging myself in so many Shastra. And I want to spread it and help many people by creating courses and by reading like this story to help you to listen to someone speaking in Sanskrit, to read along with me like that, so that you can also spread it to somebody. You can read many texts and you will find your Jivana Laksha and you will feel happy, peaceful, contented, calm, quiet, healthy, like that. Well, I will meet you in some other new episode of Vikrama and Vetala. Take care. Bye-bye.